Hey everybody, Ed here with Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick video aimed at answering a question I get quite often, which is, what is my daily driver? And, well, here it is. You're looking at it. This is the Sony Duo 13. I reviewed it in the past, also compared it to the Duo 11, arguably its predecessor, even though they're not the same screen size. This is the only Duo that launched post that. Sony also released the Tab 11, but that's a lower powered machine at a lower price point that really is not similar, other than the fact that it is a tablet that's also a computer. So what's great about the Duo 13 is that they really have taken every single possible complaint that a Duo 11 user could have, top to bottom, and basically rectified it here. The only downside to this machine is that it is incredibly expensive. Part of the nicety of the Duo 11 was that it was relatively affordable in that fresh field of Windows 8 hybrid convertibles. This device, on the other hand, capitalizes on the fact that there's nothing else like it. You've got a 13.3-inch 1080p display complemented by a Haswell i7, at least in this configuration, processor. Also 8 gigs of RAM, a 256 gig solid state drive, dual band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, dual cameras, which are actually pretty good, best I've ever seen on a laptop, or Ultrabook in this case, hybrid solution. But that's not saying a lot about what's built in, of course, on a usual basis with most manufacturers. And NFC also on board, something you're not going to find with every manufacturer. So there's a lot to like, and this all comes in at a package that weighs less than 3 pounds. Also, 10 hours of battery life is what it's rated at. Yeah, it's not exactly that. It's more like 7 or 8, but that's still best in class for a device like this. Nothing else really matches up, and that's why it is my daily driver. You're looking at a device that really can do it all. Not that I'm using the Metro UI, the tablet mode, so much, but because it's so lightweight, it really is usable if I wanted to take it into tablet mode and actually use it as such. It's feasible because the weight distribution is good. You're looking at a machine that, as I mentioned, under 3 pounds, really thin, really lightweight. If it weighed something like most 13.3-inch devices, which is usually a little bit more, then it would be awkward, especially depending, some machines have very uneven weight distribution. It's just one of those machines that really works well either way. And then you also have the ability, of course, to bring out that keyboard, which, even though it's not full size, it's really close. They improved by giving us a true touchpad, although it's the most cramped one I've ever seen on a device. It's certainly better than the nub that was on the Duo 11. You've also got ridges here to actually hold the device. I mean, ergonomics, styling, battery life, no extended battery sheet. They pretty much actually listened to consumers and fixed everything that you could possibly want them to about this device. So I really like it. Not a lot to dislike. Quality control is, in my opinion, top notch. This is one of the few machines still made in Japan. Not that that's necessarily noteworthy or on anybody's short list, but something I'll point out. And you are paying for that, again, in that incredibly high price point of $1899.99. No EDU discounts anymore, which also makes it a tough pill to swallow. At least I'm pretty sure that's Sony's new policy. But again, I challenge you really to show me a machine that does take this one to the woodshed, as they say, because even though I've reviewed the Yoga 2 Pro, which I think is a great machine, and it does have that high-resolution display that this lacks, it also has that full range of motion that the Yoga is all about, and it's far more affordable in the i7 configuration. With the same specifications, you're looking at a $1,200 machine through Best Buy as opposed to the almost $2,000 here. But it's really a matter of what you're looking to get. Quality control, in my opinion, better with Sony. That's part of what you're paying for. Sony's not perfect by any means. And then in terms of the actual port arrays, a little bit better there too. You're getting 2 USB 3.0 ports, HDMI out, which is a standard size HDMI out, something you're not going to find on something like the Yoga 2 Pro. Full-size SD card slot. Doesn't really get too hot. And again, battery life, I have to stress over and over again. You also have a digitizer. Yes, it's not Wacom, it's N-Trig, but Sony has really improved upon it. I don't use the pen that much, but the fact of the matter is that any expensive solution like this these days sort of has to have that capability. Surface Pro setting that standard, and any hybrid machine these days really should have that capability. Again, Lenovo with the Yoga, more of a traditional clamshell computing experience, so no digitizer there. You can see the NFC right there. That's the contact point. Speaker performance is probably the biggest weak point on this machine. A lot of reviews and user feedback point to weak Wi-Fi, but at least with my build, the Wi-Fi has been nothing short of beast. So I really do like this machine. Nothing negative to say about it. You can go ahead and jump back to my reviews. I will put that link in the description for those of you curious about it, but this is still my favorite, and that's why I still own it, use it on a daily basis. And in the field, a very flooded field of Ultrabooks and hybrids right now, despite being very expensive, I think it's worth the price of admission because it's unique, flexible, and really unlike anything else on the market. Of course, that doesn't mean it's the only option. I've clearly reviewed other Ultrabooks. The Surface Pro 2 is a fantastic solution, although not a great comparison to this because of the difference in screen size. I mean, 10.6 to 13.3, not so close. The Yoga 2 Pro definitely also being Haswell based, less expensive, higher res screen, same screen size class, a better comparison. But, Lenovo's got other products coming out as well. It's just a matter of personal preference, and of course, that's what this video was about. For me, the Duo 13 is the best device for the job, especially reiterating again that battery life. But otherwise, light gaming, even some heavy tasks, even though it's a low voltage chip, you really do get the best of both worlds in this device, in my opinion. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.